up, and welcome back. This is the second time that I'm doing this intro. Okay, all right, so as you guys can see from the title, I am reviewing the new Huda Beauty, well, not new, the reformulated version of the Huda Beauty Faux Filtr Liquid Foundation. Huda said she reformulated this foundation because people were complaining about a couple of things in the foundation. Number one, most people, well, not most people, but a lot of people didn't like the scent of the oud in the foundation. Personally speaking, I don't mind oud. I actually really like the scent of oud, and also oud does have some beneficial skincare properties. Now, people were also saying that they had broken out from the fragrance in the original foundation, which, okay, I guess I didn't have that problem. So other people have maybe more sensitive skin, or skin that's more sensitive to oud. Like I said, I'm used to oud, so it didn't break me out at all. Also, she said, what else? See, like, this is, I hate when I have to, you know, like redo an intro because like all the things that I said, I can't remember what I said. So now I'm like struggling. But anyway, what else was there? She said something else and I can't remember what it was that she said that she reformulated. You know what, we're gonna get back to it. But anyway, so this is not gonna be a typical wear test like I normally do. I usually do 3-day wear tests on most of the foundations that I do. I'm not going to do that with this foundation because number one, I used to own the other foundation, the original formula in this foundation, and I really liked it. So I know how the original formula behaved. I knew the properties of that foundation, and so what I'm trying to do today, looking at the new one, what I'm trying to see is how different it is from the original and if I still like it. Now, one of the things that I hoped that she has done is a reformulation of the color. If you guys remember, I did a review of the stick foundation a couple of months ago, I believe it was, and I really liked the stick foundation, even though I got the same shade, 440G. The color of 440G is really, really warm, unlike the original liquid foundation that had me walking around looking like a banana. That is really the only thing that I didn't care for with the original foundation. Your girl was out here looking really, really like a banana. The original liquid foundation was a full coverage foundation, and it is to this day the only full coverage foundation that I've ever liked because it did not look cakey. It did not look full coverage at all, But let me go ahead and read some things from the Sephora website. So it says, what it is, a cult favorite fragrance-free foundation with full coverage, up to 24 hours of wear, and a luminous matte finish. Now, the original foundation was matte. It was like matte. I didn't find it uncomfortable, but apparently some people found it drying. I would suspect that if you have dry skin, you would have found the original very drying. But personally speaking, for me, one of the big sellers of the original foundation was the fact that I could wear it for like 12 hours. And this is when I was working at Starbucks, and you guys who've been here for a while remember how I used to do my wear tests on, 4 hours equals 8 hours because I was on a steam bar, and I could wear that foundation for the entire day working at Starbucks, and there would be like no slippage. Like I would have a little bit of oil breakthrough, but it wouldn't be bad. It would just look gorgeous. So what else do they say? It says full coverage, matte. The product is vegan and cruelty free. It says this blendable full coverage formula is fragrance free, transfer proof, waterproof, fade proof, and sweat and humidity proof. Offers up to 24 hours of wear. Essentially, this foundation is your new BFF. Okay, like I said, the original formula was transfer proof, it was waterproof, it was fade proof and sweat proof as well. All the claims are here. So let's go ahead and see what this new foundation is about, right? Okay, Before I get started on putting on the new foundation, I just want to give you guys a swatch comparison of the liquid and the stick foundation that I got a couple of months ago. Now, when I had gotten this from Sephora the other day, when I came home and I swatched it, I was like really kind of disappointed because I was like, this still looks yellow as hell. But then I gave it a couple of seconds to dry down and oxidize, and it turned a lot warmer. So right here on the bottom, this is the stick formula, and then right here on top, this is the liquid foundation. As you can see, they're basically the same freaking color. So I am hopeful that this will be as good a match for me as the stick was. Now with the original formula, I used to use a brush, but it's very thick and it took me a very long time to actually put on the foundation. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use a beauty blender to put on the foundation today. I am already wearing my under eye concealer, which is also Huda, and I am wearing the Shiseido Synchro Skin Soft Blurring Primer, and we're just going to go in with a beauty sponge instead of a brush because I don't feel like sitting here all day waiting and doing stuff. So let's just go. All right, so first thing that I'm noticing is I'm really happy that I used a sponge with this foundation because it's a little bit difficult to blend. The original foundation, I didn't have any trouble blending it at all, even with a brush. So that's a little bit disappointing so far. Alright guys, here is one side of my face with the foundation and the other side without the foundation. So alright, let me finish the rest of my face and I'll come back right back and, you know, we'll talk about this. Alright guys, so let's have a conversation about this foundation, shall we? So first let's start with the color. It is a little bit warmer than the original, but not by much, as you can see. I still kind of look like a banana, but it's okay. I'm used to it. So I'm going to put products on top of it because I'm not trying to walk around here looking like a banana. So let's talk about the consistency. So the original foundation, I preferred to use a brush to apply it. However, I have on occasion used a beauty sponge to apply it, and it applied beautifully. This does not apply beautifully. It is very dry, and it looks very dry as well. So if you saw the video of me putting it on before, you can see that I had some trouble blending it in with the sponge because it was like just getting stuck in places. And when I looked closer at my face just now, I have foundation clumped in areas. Now, the dry parts of my face, like right around here, very apparently dry. So I don't know. I'm gonna reserve judgment and hope that by the time I come back at the end of the day, whatever time that is today, that it will my oils breaking through will make it look a little bit better. But so far I'm not impressed with this new formulation. There was nothing wrong with the old one other than, I guess, the fragrance and people complaining that it broke them out. However, I would have preferred that she came out with a foundation for people like she would have come out with this separately and not discontinue the other one. So yeah, I'm going to finish my face What time is it? It's really late because, like I said, I was only going to do one day. So it's probably about 1:30. Yep, it's 1:23 right now. Okay, so before I go, I just wanted you to see real quick. This is the Givenchy powder. It does have some peach in there. This is the side that I used it on, and you can see it is not quite as yellow as this side. I just wanted you guys to see kind of like the finished product before I go. Yeah. All right, so overall, this is what we have. And now for real, I'm leaving. Bye. All right, guys, I am back. It is now 6:28 in the evening. So I've been wearing this foundation for about 5 hours, and I can pretty safely say that I hate it. First of all, I don't know if you guys can see, you probably can, so I'm going to get you a little bit closer so you can see the way 30 minutes into wearing this foundation. Oh, by the way, I promise it's the same day. It's the same day. I just did laundry and I forgot. I put my sweater, the one that I had on earlier, in the laundry, so it's in the dryer now. And I forgot that I needed it. Anyway, so let me get you guys a little bit closer so you guys can see how about 30 minutes into the wear of this foundation, it started to emphasize all of the texture on my skin, all of it. Mind you, I never had this issue with the old foundation, and when I was wearing the old foundation, my skin was in worse shape than it is now. So let me get you close so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so hopefully you guys can see how it has emphasized all the texture right here on my skin. Also, this morning when I left here, I did have 2 pimples, just 2. One right here and one right here. And I don't know if you guys can see the bunch of little fine pimples that are cropping up right here. It has gotten into all of my acne marks right here and emphasized all of them. The foundation has kind of bunched up right here. Can you see it? Can you see it right there? It's kind of bunched up right here. Also, my face is itchy. My face is itchy. Been itchy the whole day, but I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and continue wearing this so that we can. Okay, I hate it. I do not like this foundation. The end. Which is a shame because, like I said, the original foundation. Oh my God, the original foundation was so good. Like literally the only full coverage foundation that I've ever really liked. This foundation, this new one, is the opposite of everything that foundation was. First of all, it's dumb thick. It is dumb thick, like it's like paste. The other foundation, it was thick, but it was creamy. This shit is literally like freaking paste. It starts to dry really quickly. It is hard to blend out even with a beauty blender. And I used to use a brush on the other one. I did use a beauty blender with the other one sometimes, but very rarely. I wouldn't even do that with this one because it would be so freaking streaky. I could feel it on my face the whole day. The other one never felt it on my face. It never emphasized any texture. I'm going to put a picture up here of me wearing the other one, and I promise you that is not like a blurred out picture or anything like that. It is, I'll put it up here. But like legit, the only good foundation reviews that I've seen of this on Sephora are from people who have never ever used this foundation before. Not someone who's coming back to it. Most of the bad reviews are from people that have actually used it. And then you have some bad reviews from people who tried it and were like, why is this so dry? Why doesn't it blend well? Because it don't. It really don't. Why does it not spread well? Why is it cakey? Why does it emphasize all your pores and your texture? And it really does emphasize pores and texture, as you can see from here. Like, I left here with 2 pimples this morning. Like, how is something that didn't break me out before breaking me out now that you've reformulated it? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm tight. Like, I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm tight right now because why mess with something that was not broken? There was nothing wrong with that foundation. There was nothing wrong with it. Woosa. Anyway, I guess we can say that I don't like this foundation. I don't understand the need for the reformulation, and I'm mad because like I was really about to go repurchase the foundation, because the only reason that I got rid of mine was because I had had it so long. You guys know I was still wearing it even though I looked like a banana. I didn't care. I was still wearing it, but I had had it for so long that I was like, you know what, let me throw it out and get a new one. And I just missed getting a new one because I've been getting so many other different foundations. But y'all, this ain't it. Hey, at least I still have the stick foundation, right? The stick foundation is great, so we just gonna have to love on that one. But this new liquid formulation, you can miss me with that. For real, you can miss me with that. So I guess you guys know where I stand. I don't like this foundation. I don't like the reformulation, and I'm like mad because this is literally the first Huda product that I've had such a strong bad reaction to. Like I've told you guys before, I use a lot of Huda stuff, and even if something doesn't match me, I don't dislike it. I just don't use it because it's not a good match. And then usually her products are great, but this is not. Like, sorry, it just isn't. Let me go because my blood pressure is high right now. It's time for me to go. I need to calm down, for real. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review, my little rant at the end notwithstanding, and I will see you for the next one, right? As usual, guys, it's been real. It's been fun. Not really, but I will see you in the next one. Bye.